Morning, guys. In this video, I wanted to talk about what I feel or believe is the fourth dimension. And of course, how, semen retention always does play a role in this for me. And I would say years ago, I like to say I had glimpses of the kingdom of the fourth dimension, this other world that's on top of this world. And so how I mean this is, normally my life would be in the ordinary world, the mundane world, and that's just the way that the mind sees. And it seems like everyone is in this way of seeing, and we all talk to each other in this way, and it's just a way, it's a lower way of existing. But when in the ordinary world, you can't fathom that there's other ways of other ways of seeing, or that what may be really happening. And I feel like the semen retention has healed my mind, because I've had, I'm just going to call it spiritual experiences in my past years ago, but I was never able to hold on to it very long, or be able to cope with what I saw, because it could be terrifying. If you really see that this other world, this fourth dimension, is actually more true than the ordinary world, it can be terrifying, because it pretty much means that you're living a lie, and whatever your desires and any hopes that you had of future was not even real, and that's not what's actually happening. And so it can be comforting to be more in that mundane, ordinary world, and very uncomfortable to be choosing the higher world. And so I wanted to talk about what it might feel like as you're creeping into the fourth dimension. When you are getting higher, which is the best way I can explain it, it is a more loving kind of feeling. Your heart is opening, and when your heart is opening, you're not thinking the way, you're using your mind. If your heart's closed, the only mind you can use is the mind. But the heart actually has like a bigger processing speed, powerful, everything, than the heart mind does, rather than this mental mind. And so as the heart is opening up, you can start to see the moment first, and you're not idling forward into the future, which is anxiety, and you're not falling into the past, which is maybe depression. You are able to see the moment more. And so this is freedom, because you're not being pulled by the future or past. And so now you get clarity, because you're seeing that the reality is now. And the next level is what I wanted to talk about today, is that proof for, if you're just in the ordinary world, when we all fall down, but if you're not able to hold that space, and you fall, I like to take screenshots of my experiences and try to use them in the ordinary world, so I can remind myself, hey, try to use these higher thoughts, these higher cognitions to be, to help me live a better life in the ordinary world. And so one example is that may prove that there's another world is start listening to how the outside world, or even other people, when they're speaking to you, there could be two meanings. Like is this person really saying the ordinary way? Or if I was in the higher space, he's actually talking to my soul, or I'm talking to myself. So just fathom that everyone is talking to you, whether you can see it or not. It's just echoing back to me, and that person is me. And so don't take it so personally, and also don't try to make meaning out of anything. Nothing means anything, but just see that there's conversation happening all the time. And so this is a kind of synchronicity, another kind of synchronicity, not just seeing numbers, but seeing how people are talking to you, and the levels that that may mean of what it's like when the world is talking to you. So what ears are you using? Are you using your mind ears, which could be a habitual habit? Like I used to really bite my nails. It's really easy to just bite my nails when I want to, and that would be like a habit of using the ordinary mind on things. But now is the process of using the heart's ears to listen, and as your heart opens up, you can hear more and more. But what I want to say is how semen retention sort of gives you the courage to listen. Semen retention heals those wires that maybe you had incompletions about, or tiny subtle fears, and so you weren't able to hold that moment more, or hold the synchronicity, more, the moment. And so this is just another way of holding the heart, is that semen retention is the radiator fluid to keep your engine cool as your your computer heats up with this new data. It's uploading, and as it's uploading, your computer can get really hot. So semen retention prevents you from overheating and gives you the capacity to handle this new world, or this new dimension of the self. So I just wanted to report that, and wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and keep opening up, and learn how to be a softer person and use that soft power. All right, guys. Bye.